Once again, DFH Stadium, it's Mexico in the blue, Canada taking the orange EuroLeague.
And this is very much then for the honor of not facing the United States. You do not want to be that second seed in group number A. Group letter A. Listen, again, EuroLeague vibes, they're weird sometimes.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. It's been a long road getting from there to here, but we are almost at the end, so let's enjoy these last two series, shall we, as Seb's going to throw this one downfield. Squishy to pick up possession, Coquita, and that's a little flick inwards. There's JNaps, maybe look for someone on the far side, no one there to receive. And oh, you can tell it's serious because the headlock has been broken.
Not a happy bunny with that one, me. But they can redeem themselves with some good Rocket League. Illusion with a clearance downfield. JNap's going to be there to pick on up. And Seb's just so close. It did slow down JNap, so it's got to be said. They're doing enough damage, but Mexico's been kind of quiet, I'm going to say, today. They've just been very well thought out. Not really putting off anything fancy, but boy, oh boy, do they get the job done.
Well, this aerial control from JNaps, first of all, almost gets a great goal. And then Ness, you could see, already backpedaling, did as much as he could have done, but Squishy was always going to put that one top beans. And Canada take the lead then in game number one, as Squishy's going to pick this up again. Illusion taking out Sebs in the midfield. Coquita's got a great chance and misses. And Ness, bullied by Illusion, forced to go sideways. A chance for Mexico off the kickoff is not going to go their way. It's straight towards net. It's off the crossbar. It's off the backboard. Coquita has to put this off to the side and does so.
He does indeed, but now he's got a bit of a difficulty as he's trying to rush it downfield, but Squishy's happy with that. He's fine. He's comfortable. He's got Illusion way back in the wings, able to just dislodge it, defuse it, take it away. I know it's still stuck in the corner here, EuroLeague, but hang on a second. Where's the defender? Ness has just had this absolutely free.
Illusion commits, but I think it is Coquita there ultimately winning the challenge that sets it up perfectly for Ness. He does go far post, but it's a weirdly hit shot, and so finds the needle through the storm and finds an equalizer for Mexico. Almost Canada going ahead straight away on the reversal. Downfield, it's JNaps heading upwards. There's Ness to meet him, misses it. JNaps on his own. Seb's taking out Squishy in the midfield. Worth noticing that because now the attack is down to 2. Midfield, JNaps looking for Illusion. Not going to find him. Here's Sebs. And an aggressive rotation from Mexico here, and you can see all three players teed up on this left-hand side. Illusion and Sebs, and just looking to keep possession. Sebs around the corner. JNaps. Dangerous. Sebs has to commit to this. JNaps, he's not going to be beaten. Sebs well read, as was Ness. Coquita gives it straight to Squishy. Finds JNaps, and that's almost brutal. It's off the crossbar and out.
Again, it's that desperation from Mexico, just wanting to break their way out of defense, and they're almost just trying to look for gaps that are non-existent. Seb's jumping in on this, taking away from his teammate. I mean, Coquita needed to go grab some boost, so it's understandable, but maybe a call-off would have been quite nice there. This pass on over to Luke. Just
wait. Okay,
speed in it, and Seb's done well to jump in there just in time.
Just overcomplicating it a little bit, Canada. Here's JNaps looking for that solo play. And you know what? He's going to get it as well, except he's not, because Ness is going to put it out to the side. Squishy again on the follow-up. 2-1 Canada.
But again, Canada always backing each other up. It was
What a
little bit... You know, Illusion's stepping in as well right there, so could have got a little bit difficult, but Mexico was never getting the same from that second one. They put all their eggs into the first basket. The second, just not an option for them.
JNaps, no boost to work with. Still gets it into a dangerous area away by Sebs. Squishy. And he beats 2 players there. Dangerous for Mexico towards the net, and Illusion's going to sneak that in near post. This one running away from Mexico.
It is indeed, and that is not something I personally want to hear. I'm truly on the vibe bus for Mexico after their performances so far today. Up against Canada, we know predictive favorites. And I did still predict them to make the 3-0 sweep perfect run on through the group stages. But again, as a caster, that's not what you want. We
Oh, what a banger.
Sorry. And that is definitely a banger. Just straight up good punishment. Seeing no one home. Right there. Look at that choice from Kokita. Just to throw that across with great little opening towards the right-hand side of the net and well sunk.
They're keeping pace with Canada, which is what I half expected from Mexico given their performances so far today. Similar case to Uruguay, however, in that last series. I want to see them win this first game, please, in order to keep that momentum up. Illusion to the side. Ness. And Illusion down. Here's JNaps. Kokita. Oh, he's going to miss that. That's dangerous. That's going to be an open net, and that might very well be game with 1:02 left.
It could be indeed, but 2 goals, 1 minute. It is still open doors right now, especially with it only being game 1 of this best of 5. And Mexico, I don't know how to take it. Like I said, I'm always a big fan of that. You lose last minute in this case. Take the L, learn about your opponents, but Mexico still have skin in this game. They can still take it, but they've got to look to really formulate a lot of control right now. They can't just keep giving the ball over so willy-nilly to Canada.
Forced back then, Illusion off the back, but that's a miss. Hello, Kokita, able to get that in, and we do have another 1-goal game scenario with 46 seconds left, I should say.
Yep, don't forget, a little bit of change on top there. It might only be little, but it does add up, and 6 seconds can be the difference between OT and just going straight on into game 2. Ness, that's not a win. Squish has got this every single day of the week, and you can see he wants to slow this down. He's bringing it into control himself because Canada would be happy to just run out the clock.
But should they just run out the clock? That's a different question entirely. Sebs, that's fortuitous for Canada, burning more time. Ness gets it past Illusion. He misses that second touch. Dangerous, surely. Illusion down, no one to receive. Squishy. And this isn't where Mexico want it. Kokita, you gotta go far, you gotta go long, and a double commit from Sebs and Ness might put pain to any hope of a counterattack. Still kept up by Sebs, but Squishy's getting there first all day long. It's helped on its way by Illusion. It's gonna hit the ground surely. Ness is keeping it up, Sebs is keeping it up, Sebs isn't keeping it up, and Canada keeps up their winning streak, 1-0 in the series.
Again, Sebs staying up on that wall, just the end a little bit too long, keep up, 0 seconds, but respect the rule 1.
Oh, how about that though? Look at that, 3 shots from Mexico, 1 from each player, and they converted every single one of them.
I'm gonna go on to that, you cheeky. I was going to say, Mexico were fairly efficient in what they're doing. Whenever they see the opportunities arise, they do sink them. Opposite end for Canada, 12 shots. Mexico only got 3 saves. That's all, they could muster, but Canada's not got a single save.
Canadian defense?
Yeah, it was weirdly absent. And
I can't remember, honestly, I can't remember much defending from Canada. In fact, the only time that I
usually on the attack. So coming into this, again, Mexico are a very aggressive side, so just straight up, straightforward and simple, just keep attacking against them. If they're locked into that back half, they will crumble, but Canada were overcommitting way too much. Realistically, you expect Squishy then to just come out with a lot of solo skill attacks. Illusion can do it as well, of course. I mean, face when we're at this level, anyone can really do it. JNaps likes to be that core at the back a lot of the time, so maybe you keep him as your safety net as such, but you just go for those key pressure plays, keep them going, and just hold the midfield line. And they just step one step too far. I don't know. Canada right now just look too relaxed.
That's a good way to put it. Like, the actual scoreline in that game, when you look at that stat board, you're thinking, wow, that's actually a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. Maybe it is just a case of Canada cleaning up their act on defense and thus limiting those Mexico chances from 3 to nothing. Game number 2, fresh slate for Mexico as they look to commit the upset of the group. Straight back to that blue net though. Ness registers the save, and JNaps was not letting him go, was he? Into the midfield then from Sebs and Kokita. Straight to the knapsack. Here's Sebs in field to Ness. Dangerous and a big save from Illusion. Mexico on the attack.
They are, but look at this right now. Canada with a cheeky little flip up and over the confusion. The little fade across from Illusion. JNAP's not going to get the goal, and oh, that's a beautiful little connection. Sebslow perfectly positioned. He's not really got any options in front of him, and he didn't tell his teammates that.
I think that was coming off the post. Kokita had to make sure. And Squishy with more boost, going to beat into this in field. Big demo from Sebs on Squishy, almost actually backfiring by giving a smoke screen for Canada to shoot through. Ness misses that pinch. Sebs. Good win, very good win. It's off the crossbar on another day. We could have been praising it.
Who knows? Still no goals coming on in from Canada as well. So 0-0, Kokita. That's a very interesting put to Mr. Corner. I'm just saying right now, when you've not got a teammate to go on to, you're just pushing it into open space there. Maybe.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Kokita with a 50-50 in his own, just on the edge of his own D there. Mexico lead and Canada overcommit at the worst possible time.
That Canadian defense strikes again, eh?
Where? Where is it?
Beware, more like. Canada, you can't just keep getting away with it. They will punish you, Mexico. I mean, right now they're already qualified top 2. Where they end up in that top 2 still up for debate with this game, of course, but they're confirmed. They've shown their skill. Being able to take down with Chile and Puerto Rico.
Kokita. Ooh. Double commit though.
So dead.
Ooh.
Like, when Canada are back in defense, when they're not overcommitting, you know, going for a jolly joyride downfield, they're solid. Like, yes. This is such a super solid, good rotation squad. But again, it's that lackadaisical approach which they've got right now where they know they're on through. They're probably not too afraid of the United States, so they're friends with them, right? They're teammates with some of them. And so they're just looking at this game and just like, nice little Sunday drive right now.
And they've got to kick it into overdrive, to be fair, at the moment, because the clock is continuing to run down here.
But that comes down to Mexico stepping it on up and punishing them. Canada it feels to me anyway, like Canada need a reason right now, and another goal from Mexico would be that reason.
Canada-USA as one of the first matches of that double elim bracket does sound pretty nice. Of course, not that Canada would necessarily want that, however downfield. Ness does so well, doesn't he? And there's Kokita again into the midfield. And despite Canada seemingly having more boost on tap at all times, it's what Mexico is actually doing with their boost in their positional play, which is impressing me the most. Out from the back, it's Jay Naps, and again, Seb's in the perfect place. Stops Illusion, or sorry, Squishy, I should say. Squishy in field. Jay Naps beats 2, and it's off the crossbar. And Kokita, what a touch that was! 2 players lurking, open net in front of them, and they're still gonna score as Mexico scramble.
Say what a touch here! Just yes, he caught everyone off guard because what was that touch? Straight up. Going for the demo there instead, just dislodging the ball, moving it to the corner. It left it lingering, and that was an easy old pickup. 1 minute 6 seconds left to go. This could be an OT, but I mean, it's Canada. You can't sleep. You can't rest Mexico. You've got to get this goal now. I do not fancy Mexico in an OT against this Canadian side. I don't fancy Mexico in a game 3 where Canada are 2-0 up, and that is exactly what they are being faced with. Punishment from the red and white. Kokita, you could see it was the idea, it's straightforward and simple, go to Sebs and then bang it downfield, but I mean, that was so projected that that's what they wanted. I'm going to say easy little step in, the intercept. It wasn't easy, that was read very well and very early to react upon it, but I mean at this level, they do that every single day of the week. That's why you've got to be just so much faster on those punches on the ball, because otherwise they will get intercepted. Interesting play there, but it's just going to end up almost in a third as the Illusion doink goes wide. Kokita forced into another save, and very congested is this Mexican team now as they look to break out from the back. Is Illusion
Squishy looking for the pinch play. J-Naps waiting. Lovely pass back from Illusion. Goes up high again. J-Naps. That's a miss from Ness, but Sebs was able to bail him out. Back into the center. Coquita, he's got to rush up now. He's beaten one man, but there's no one to receive, and that is well played from J-Naps. As you rightly said, just that safety net at the back for this team in this moment. There's almost a third. It's going to hit the floor. Canada onto match point.
I wonder how comfy that knapsack is, you know, just take a little
comfy, yeah.
little sit in the back of it, get carried on and round.
Oh, look, they doubled their shot output. 2-2-2. But sadly, they didn't score 6 goals, and that was largely the biggest problem.
Yeah, and looking at it as well, Canada weren't shooting as much. They had to focus a little bit more on defense. But let's go straightforward and simple. We're able to move down the pitch a lot more often, but Canada respected that, so in defense a lot more options, shown by 4 saves right there. Pretty simple. They did reduce their number of shots massively, down to 10 shots from a team.
Oh,
it's them not able to shoot, really.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and Mexico had to save a hell load more straight up and simple. 7 saves from Mexico across the board. But the point to really look at here is that Canada, when they're expecting their opponents to really sharp, when they're expecting their opponents to attack, they'll stay back in defense. They will play it nice and safe. They just weren't expecting Mexico in that first game, and rightly so, to be that much of a threat. Mexico are heating up, but now they're in a position where they've got to do the full reverse sweep.
Yeah, it's got the hallmarks of that Chile game, doesn't it? Where they were close.
Americans, they've got us saying Chile instead of Chile.
No, I've always said it Chile. It's like I say Mexico. You know, I love.
Nah,
I love it.
That's you being on.
No,
It's like how you just call yourself Aralik instead of I.
Oh, wow.
The sword.
Okay. I see how it is. I guess I better shorten my name then. Ooh, what's that? A spoiler for future things? Never mind me. Sebs, Coquita towards the net. And J-Naps up and away. Oh, another whiff for Ness. And actually, fair to say that I've been noticing a lot more of these is that final little bit of finesse in the final third for Mexico is starting to let them down now. A crucial touch at a crucial moment. It's that clutch factor which they are lacking. It's the clutch factor which Canada have. No luck for Illusion on this try.
Notice as well just how Mexico don't have as much breathing room down in that final third. That's where Coquita just really, really shines, where he's got a little bit of time to, you know, play about with the ball. He's such a fantastic striker, but Canada just so solid, going for those interceptions continuously, making early challenges, which reduces, again, the time on the ball. And then we've got a second man rotating on in to make the final save if the first one gets through.
Nice idea again from Mexico, if a little bit complicated. Coquita. That's towards net and away by Illusion. Up, down, towards net. Shadow. Seb's not going to get it on this occasion. Squishy out from the back, sees Illusion midfield, doesn't find him, finds its way to J-Naps and away by Coquita, and I couldn't agree with you more. Big fan of Coquita after this tournament. But he's going to have to require the performance, or he's going to have to find the performance of a lifetime to help drag this Mexican team back into the series.
Everyone's got their roles, no matter what side it is, and Coquita he is that sort of star flair player. Sebs and Ness are very solid. To me, really, I was going to say I need to see Sebs step up, but Ness, my boy, if you want to step up, why not?
And it's Coquita, launches it to the backboard, and like the parting, well, it wasn't necessarily a parting of the seas, as the seas were starting to enclose on Ness, but he won that race, he got the ball and stuck it away. Another lead for Mexico. They cannot afford to let this one slip. Sidewall, over and out by Ness. So close to a squishy banger. Here's Illusion now, infield, looking to go far post, and Ness reads it well. J-Naps up high, up quick, backboard, and Coquita down to Ness.
And that's good from Coquita as well. Previously, he would have gone up in the air to just try and get into the mix because he's wanting to react quickly to everything. But no, keeps himself composed, keeps himself on that back post, and at the end of the day, look at it. Mexico able to run downfield. Sure, they're not able to stay on it completely, but you know, they're vibing with Canada right now, and I dig it.
Ooh, Ness. Ooh, Ness. Illusion there with a good touch. Backboard into the midfield. And J-Naps taking it out from underneath him, quite literally. Squishy. Looking for Illusion now, and JNAP's taking out Ness. That's a lovely redirect into the middle again, but Squishy forced to stay on that midfield line for boost. Ness upfield, who's going to reach it? Mexico going to stay conservative on this occasion. JNAP's now sees Illusion in field. He sees the net a little bit open, but again, it's Coquita there to cover the blushes. Ness downside now, and here's Squishy again, lurking, waiting, sees the net, sees JNAP's, and JNAP's fires wide.
He does indeed. Coquita trying to just dislodge Illusion, and Squishy's just got a demo onto Ness. Ness back in the lobby. It won't hurt too much, as he just wants to steal away the 100. Squishy in the air, though.
What a read.
You expect Squishy to do that, and Ness does indeed. I mean, we spoke to Sebs earlier, right? And he was just like loving life, being able to play against Team Canada. He's a fan. He knows what Squishy is going to do.
Oh dear. Oh, JNAP's, you've got to be putting that one away. It's dangerous again. And Mexico starting to turtle up. Not for the want of trying, of course. You can tell that they want to break out. But Canada is enacting the vice grip. Lovely win from Squishy. Coquita, not much boost. He does what he can, and he does it so well. Finds his way to Ness. JNAP's running the interference game. Coquita, another challenge one for JNAP's. He's not going to beat Sebs, but here's Squishy Muffins. Not going to go far. Coquita, Ness. Looking for Sebs, who is forced to bail out, but Ness going for net himself. JNAP's away to the side. Time running out for Canada as Mexico look to put themselves on the board to start the reverse sweep hype.
Yeah, and if Mexico get that second goal, I'd pretty much say they're safe for game 3. Who knows about the series? Just keep it on your control, Mexico. Good. Find Ness there, put it into a bit of open space, but JNAP's, he's wanting right now, and wanting too much, getting desperate, launching the ball downfield like that. What was the idea there? Did you really think you'd be able to just hold on to that? Sure, Squishy can go on little solo dribbles and maybe win a 50-50, but not in the final moments like this when you have got Mexico turtling up.
Last chance, Squishy. And Seb's going to spike this. And Mexico have a win against the Maple Leaves. The reverse sweep hype train is out the station. Is it going to get up to full speed, Bacon?
Who knows? It is a journey of many miles right now. You're right. They've just left the station. But the destination, oh, that is still quite a while away.
3 minutes 10 Ness scored with there. So they held out. That was good defense considering that they had the majority of the game still to defend. And well, that shot output again limited from Canada. I don't want to say it's complacency because they did have a lot of good opportunities, but perhaps too many passing plays. I almost want to say, like, just shoot at the net. And actually, JNAP's, now it comes to mind, did have a couple of open net opportunities, which were just flat out missed. And so, yeah, there's some more to go away and clean up for Canada. I think they will do better in this game number 4. But the fact they've even gotten to game number 4, I think, is a very welcome surprise to certainly Mexican fans and certainly to us as well.
It is indeed. As we begin this game number 4, JNAP's look at the right wrongs. Here comes Squishy to finish it off. 12 seconds and a statement.
Hey, Mexico, you know you took a game off us? Yeah, we don't like that very much. So how about we go 1-0 up early and ask you to break out of your shell instead of just defending? It's the perfect start for Canada, and there's still 4:48 left.
I mean, it was probably a GIF or something. It probably wasn't an actual message written on how come and look at these little kids. But at the end of the day, again, the job done, and I think the message was received.
Illusion. And Squishy looking to form a text of its own. The contents: we are not going to go out of first position in the group. Ness. Nice flip reset, but Canada back in their stalls ready to defend. Here's Sebs. Now into the midfield, Squishy looking to doink it up around the corner. JNAP's receives. Coquita to meet him. Coquita misses, and Illusion slips in behind to make it 2-0.
Canada has been woken on up. The Bears from the north are roaring now. Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. You got one game, but at what cost?
I need to see Vamos. I need to see Vamos a lot. Mexico.
Vamos!
Vamos! Come on, where are you? 3:57. Seb's in field. And again, Canada, this is the problem now. They've got a 2-0 lead, Bacon. If defense was a problem in the previous game, they know that they don't have to overstretch in this particular scenario to get back into it. Sebs, they're all floundering about in the offensive third. Panic starting to set in for the Mexicans.
It is indeed. After they just had that massive upturn to suddenly be 2-0 down.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, what a save.
Nearly 3-0 down here in game number 4. Oh, close on the launch there from Kokita. But Sebs, he needs Ness, who's perfectly positioned for this, to just, J-Naps. So cruel, so, well, just concise and calculates and predicts it perfectly.
The pop from Seb to himself.
Oh,
but the pass a little bit wanting here. Kokita is going to miss. J-Naps offered a free shot at the backboard. J-Naps trying to get it from the angle. And Ness on the counter-attack needs to be quick. The pop-up again for Kokita, but he's only got 6 boosts. He's not going to be able to do anything there. Sebs towards net, towards J-Naps, towards Squishy, towards a goal. No, here's J-Naps again. Kokita, the 50 going neutral. Over to the other side of the wall now. Sebs with a miss. And finally the clearance through Ness. Sebs, really nice recovery. And the Lucian almost falls on that. It's towards net. Kokita trying to sneak in ahead of Squishy, but Squishy with the save.
It does, and the pass on out towards Lucian. Look at J-Naps, cheats it upfield. That bounce out. Oh, Squishy just finds it, but J-Naps fractions away. So close. Kokita, can he find Ness on this one? Squishy with the denial. Kokita in a good position. It's not a good ball, but Squishy once again just says no.
Mexico know there is nothing left to lose now. They might as well throw the Hail Mary with 2 minutes left. They gotta find 2, and that's just to take it to overtime. Kokita. And Ness trying to run interference, and all 3 of them a little bit congested here for Mexico. Again over to the far wall. Kokita not going to get there first. Ness not going to get there first. Seb's able to block it in, but here we go again on the counter-attack. J-Naps has got the net at his mercy, goes corner. Ness interference again as he finds his way over to the far corner. Seb's through the corner, and there's Squishy again. What a read, looking for J-Naps. They're quite happy to counter-attack at this point, Canada.
That they are. I mean, if they keep on just attacking on this ball, keep the pressure up, he'll be in their opponent's half, far away from the net. Just make sure we don't get, you know, the Canadian overcommitments from game 1, and happy days, right? Go on through, job done for today, come back tomorrow. We'll do this all again, but 1 minute left to go. Mexico, can you send us to game 5 right now? Can you just keep this one going, because it has been an enticing tale. Sebs turns around on it, but look at the patience.
There's all of that experience from RLCS now. Kokita, that's 2 softer shots. We need a Mexico goal, and it's not gonna happen. J-Naps with the sword into the heart of the Mexicans. They're gonna finish second unless a miracle occurs.
12 seconds a goal. Quick maths on that one. I mean,
it is a miracle.
But Mexico already through to tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Yes, they're probably going to, and I think by this point, yes, confirmed going up against USA, but it's a double in bracket, EuroLeague.
And Mexico.
And I could see Mexico, if it ever comes into the position taking down Canada, you know, facing off against them again, let's just say, because double in bracket, who knows them, right?
I like this team. I like this team a lot. And I think that by getting a game off Canada, they have already proved a number of people wrong. Canada too strong? Yes, of course. They have got effectively a super team of their country. J-Naps coming in clutch. He had a bit of an off game in game number 3, roared back into life in game number 4.